What's up, guys? I'm going to tell you exactly what to do when you're trying to diet, when you're trying to lose weight, and you finally hit a plateau, when you stop losing weight and you don't know what to do. This is common. And anybody who has dieted themselves down to a real low and impressive body fat percentage knows what I'm about to tell you, and they've done it. Because fortunately for you, you're on the right track. It's completely 100% normal to have times of success and times of stagnation. Times of success, times of stagnation. Sometimes you go up a little bit. It's not just a simple straight line. Okay, a lot of people, they get on their calculator, they do a little bit of math, and they say, I'm gonna do an hour of walking every day. I'm gonna burn off 500 calories. So therefore, I'm gonna lose a pound a week, and then in 19 weeks, I'll hit my goal. It's not like that, dude. It's not. Your body is constantly trying to achieve a homeostasis and an equilibrium with itself, and as a result, when you're doing all these changes to it, it's affected. It's not just a static linear experience. So what are you going to do? What do you do when your weight stops? I'll tell you what you're not going to do, and then I'll tell you exactly what to do. I promise. What you're not going to do is lower your calories even lower. That's what everyone does, and they see marginal success for a very short period of time, and then they're really fucked. Then they have to backtrack and they end up gaining a bunch of weight back. And then they say, fuck the whole diet altogether. What you want to do is you want to eat a little bit more food, because your body, again, because it's always trying to achieve a balance, if you're chronically giving it less food than it wants, it's going to adapt. And the way it adapts is by slowing its shit down, slowing down your metabolic processes to match the lack of energy it's receiving. So you got to kind of work with your body's natural inclinations, and it's real easy. So here's the idea. How do you lose weight? You eat less food than you burn off, right? So, and therefore you lose weight. And then your body says, you know what? I have not had a sufficient amount of food in a long time, so we're going to slow everything down, and then we're going to maintain. Okay? So what you do is you give your body what it wants. You eat a little bit more. You eat a little bit more calories, and then your body says, "Oh, good, I'm getting everything." Like I'd say, like 4, 5, 6 days, maybe a week of eating at a maintenance level. Your weight might go up a pound or two. It's okay, and then your body will rev itself up again, and then you cut the calories again. But then you can ride that for another month or so. So you might lose like 1 to 2 pounds a week for about a month, sometimes up to like 6 weeks, depending on where you're at in your fitness journey, okay? And then you're going to want to go about a week or so at a maintenance level, in which case, because you're coming off the contrast of the caloric deficit, you might gain a pound or two. It's not a big deal. Don't worry, because then you're going to go for another 1 month to 6 week run, okay? And that's really what you do. It's really that simple. And you could accomplish this in a few different ways. You could back off on your exercise, because if you're doing a ton of cardio, for one, I wouldn't recommend that. But say that's what you're doing and you insist upon it, fine. I'm not saying it can't work. It's just harder than it has to be. Then back off on the cardio a little bit. Or maintain that and eat more food. One or the other. You have to balance out the energy equation. You know, you can control both factors. What you're burning is you burn X amount of calories just being alive, and then whatever exercise you do or anything additional you do, you're burning that much more. Same thing with your diet, okay? That's how much you're taking in. You just got to shift that balance and bring yourself back to an equilibrium where you're maintaining your weight for about a week, okay? And you just have to accept this is the process of losing body fat, losing weight loss. It's down, down to. It's like that, okay? It's not linear. And if you can just accept that, then it becomes easy. Then you expect it. Then you're not so disappointed and thinking that you're doing something wrong. Because that's what happens. People get, I owned a gym, and it was a boot camp. We did personal training too. So we had like a lot of, hundreds of clients, a lot of people. And the same thing happened to all of them basically. They would take it as like a personal failure if they stopped losing weight, or they would just be so down on themselves. They'd get so upset and depressed, and they'd think something's wrong, but really nothing was wrong. It's just a lack of understanding of how the body loses weight. They had an unrealistic and faulty expectation that the weight is just going to be like this, coming off easily in a linear fashion, when it's just not how it works, okay? So that's what you do when you stop losing weight. And of course, it depends on your circumstance. There's a lot that plays into it, but generally, this is the solution to 90% of the problem. Now, 90% of the people are having this problem because they've been dieting too long. Okay? And coming out of your diet for a week is plenty for your body to regain balance. And you can just head back on your path, okay? And then expect it to happen again. So I hope this helped, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe. I talk a lot about the psychology of dieting. I talk a lot about achieving external success by working on yourself. I talk about a lot of things that might interest you, okay? So with that, I'm going to close. Peace.